Following a good result against El Paso on Saturday, Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC will look to build on that as their 6-match homestand continues with Austin Bold FC. Good evening and welcome to Widener Field. Along with Roland Vargas, I'm Ryan Kaufman. And Roland, a 0-0 draw, not necessarily the ideal result for the Switchbacks, but as I said, something to build on. It will be tough, though, to build on it. This is a good Austin team come calling.
But a good way for the Switchbacks to build that defensive foundation, get the shutout at the weekend, and then going in tonight, as you said, against a very dangerous Austin Bold team who knows how to score goals in this league.
Well, and speaking of scoring goals, Austin coming off of a 3-2 win on Saturday against RGV FC, and it was Atis Diouf who was the hero for Austin, scoring a pair of goals, and all of a sudden he's tied for the team lead in that category. You can bet, Roland, that he's going to be looking to take the outright team lead in that category tonight.
Yeah, he's such a tricky player. You can see it right there on your screen with the highlight package. The young Senegalese, only 20 years old. He's someone to watch in the USL Championship.
Well, the USL is flush with young talent, and as we talk about the key player for Switchbacks FC, this is a young guy, Abe Rodriguez. He's back in net tonight, and we're not surprised because he's been terrific.
Yeah, started a couple in a row, kept that clean sheet. His first professional clean sheet, turned 18 in July. He's another one with a really bright future in front of him.
Yeah, Alan Koch has said that Abe Rodriguez, even though he came into the season as the backup behind Sean Melvin, that he was a big part of the team moving forward, and now maybe that future has come a little bit sooner for Switchbacks FC. Well, the Switchbacks are looking for their first win since the restart. Austin Bold has not lost in their last 4 matches. Suffice to say, this will be a good one. Starting lineups and kickoff are next.
Fox 21's Loving Living Local is exploring outdoor Colorado in this awesome Jeep Wrangler, sponsored by Perkins Motors. And now is your chance to win big. Snap a pic of you enjoying the Colorado outdoors and upload it to fox21news.com. Plus, tune in to Loving Living Local for special stories highlighting our beautiful state. Then, at the end of the year, one lucky winner will receive a gift certificate for a 2-year prepaid lease on a brand new Jeep Wrangler from Perkins Motors. Show us how you outdoor Colorado.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs.
Everybody on the floor now!
My, what a lovely tattoo you have.
I always love this.
So say your prayers. No one was supposed to die.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. Little pigs, little pigs, little pigs, little pigs.
The future of soccer in Colorado Springs is happening now. Join the Colorado Switchbacks FC, Fox 21, and SoCo CW as the move to a beautiful new downtown stadium begins. For the ultimate 2021 Switchbacks experience, go to switchbacksfc.com to purchase your $25 membership deposit now. Plus, a portion of the proceeds for downtown deposits will be donated to Care and Share Food Bank for Southern Colorado and the Senior Resource Council.
It's been dry in southern Colorado, and that means wildfires. I'm Fox 21 Storm Team meteorologist Emily Roller, and I know that seeing smoke in the distance can be quite concerning. We are not here to scare. We're here to help you prepare. Where exactly is the fire? Is it growing? In which direction is it moving? Will the weather make fighting the fire difficult in the days ahead? And is it possible that you might need to evacuate? It's the useful information you need in a way that respects your time and your intelligence. The Fox 21 Storm Team, weather without the hype.
As we welcome you back to Widener Field, getting ready for a kickoff between Switchbacks FC and Austin Bold FC. We are Children's Hospital of Colorado walkout led by Captain Hiroki Kurimoto. As we take a look at the rest of the Switchbacks players take the field, we'll take a look at the lineups tonight. First of all, for Austin Bold, anchored by the terrific goalkeeper Diego Restrepo. We know him well from his days in San Antonio, and we talked about Diouf earlier in the broadcast. If he's going to take the team lead outright, he's going to have to do it coming off the bench late in this one. Provides a lot of pace, though, for Austin. And for Colorado Springs, Abe Rodriguez gets the start and goal. Third straight match for him, and the rest of the lineup looks very familiar, as it's almost a carbon copy from the one Alan Koch put out on the field on Saturday. Easy to tell the teams apart tonight. Austin with their road whites, Switchbacks in the home black jerseys. Billy Forbes is over the ball for Austin, about to get this one underway. An hour later than we planned, had a lightning delay, but a lot of fans stuck through it and are back into the seats here at Widener Field, prepared to watch their team do battle with Austin Bold FC. As we get underway, Austin will have it on the far side of the field.
Yes, Joan with a nice early touch. Coming back to his old stomping grounds, obviously played here for the Switchbacks. Austin, little 1-2 here on the near side.
And Austin already building up the attack, as Roland said. Ball sent across, headed away by Jordan Burt. Still not out of trouble, though, as Austin maintains control just outside the 18. They'll chip this one in towards Abe Rodriguez. It was a great setup there, but the shot was pushed high and wide. But tense moments there for the Switchbacks, and Austin pleased with their first possession. Yeah, the Bold might think they could have done a little bit better there. It was Jorge Tronosco coming all the way up from that right back position, just seeing his shot go straight over. For the Switchbacks, Joe and Sean McFarland, they know them well. And for Austin, they got to keep scoring on the road. 4th straight road game. Their scoring's gone up in the last couple games. We talked about just how dangerous their offense is. We highlighted that pre-match, and we'll see if we see some of that this evening. Obviously, their first chance going just over. And off the goal kick, it will once again wind up on the feet of Troncoso, who had the shot in the last possession. As now Restrepo will send this one downfield, played by Kurimoto. He'll play this one up and taken away by Austin. Lot of white shirts there in the path for Hiroki Kurimoto. And now Austin working out wide to the far side. They'll play this one into the box, a shot and a score. And just like that, Austin Bold FC on top, and it's Billy Forbes getting the goal. The Turks and Caicos International given way too much space, brought the ball down beautifully off the instep of his left foot. You see this nice little pass cutting through the Switchbacks defense right there, just takes it off the left foot almost behind him, and then finishes a pass and on-rushing Abe Rodriguez. 1-0 Austin Bold. Well, and for Billy Forbes, he will now take over the team lead in goals. Had one this past weekend, so he's feeling really good about his game right now and has been a big catalyst for this Austin team. So just like that, Switchbacks FC find themselves down and chasing this one, which is, suffice to say, not the position that Alan Koch would have wanted his team to be in. You saw that high press early on from the Austin Bold. Here it is again, and here's Billy Forbes again. And a slide tackle there, stopping Forbes' momentum, but now a shot from atop the 18, and Austin, did they score again? No. Or did they? They did. Switchbacks are all over the official here. They thought that there was a call. Everyone had stopped. And that's Kleber on the goal. The Brazilian took that one off of his left foot. Ball just found its way out to him. Had all kinds of time. It was the run from Billy Forbes. You see the sort of half challenge there. Ball falls to Kleber. He makes no mistake. Inside of the far post. 2-0 Austin Bold inside of just a handful of minutes here at Widener Field. Yeah, I don't know how the Switchbacks could have been confused. It wouldn't have been offsides. If so, it would have been on Forbes earlier. He passed his behind himself, and look at Austin jumping out to a 2-goal lead. And one of the things that we could say about the Switchbacks team, Roland, throughout the restart is that they're in every match, and right now they're in danger of not being in this one. An incredible blitz from the Austin Bold to start this match. What a finish that was from Kleber, showing every
year of his experience. Played all over Brazil for some of the top clubs in Brazil. That ball just found its way out to him right on the 18, and he finished crisply, and the Switchbacks need some sort of response right here. Here's Joan Servos.
Yeah, Servos likes to get up in the run of play, so Switchbacks FC will be getting it out to the near side quite a bit as Ronnie Argueta gets taken down. That foul going to go against Kleber, the goal-scoring hero, one of them so far for Austin. As you take a look at Hiroki Kurimoto, what are the keys tonight for the Switchbacks if they're going to climb out of a 2-0 hole?
Well, they've got to shut down Ish Joam. We haven't seen him too much. Obviously, we're such early doors here despite the 2-goal lead for Austin Bold. But Ish Joam getting forward on that left side, he's really dangerous for Austin. So the Switchbacks have to worry about him. And then, of course, such a short turnaround for the home side. They played on Saturday night here, staying at home. And they've got another game upcoming, so they've got to rest some of those legs. Easier to say than do. But right now, they're just under a barrage from the visitors.
Yeah, not going to be much rest tonight for Switchbacks FC, as they're going to have to put everything into the remaining 85 minutes to be able to come back in this one. But if you're the Switchbacks, Roland, it's just about getting that first goal, and then you'll worry about the rest. The Switchbacks have certainly had their troubles scoring multiple goals in a contest, but if you let the weight of a 2-goal lead press upon you, you're going to make mistakes and leave yourself vulnerable to giving up another goal. And the Switchbacks just need to play their game. They've been improving so much lately. Just play their game and get one goal back at a time.
Yeah, just pretend this one's 0-0 right now. Just restart. As you said, take it one goal at a time. Not pressing Austin too high until they get close to midfield.
And this one sent down the far side of the field, and it will go out for a Switchbacks throw-in.
I was just going to say, what a couple of goals it was. Quality finish from Billy Forbes, and that touch that he had to set himself up, and then Kleber, as perfect as it gets inside of the far post for the Switchbacks. We're building from the back. Here's Servos back to Abe Rodriguez.
Rodriguez looking to the far side of the field. And you can really hear that wind howling here at Widener Field, so you know that's going to play a role here on goal kicks and free kicks for Abe Rodriguez. Austin once again with possession. Play it to the middle, another shot on that one, nowhere close to the frame, and it will result in a goal kick.
It was Omar Cease with the shot. As you get a great look at head coach Alan Koch of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
First full season with the club, of course. 2-6-2 the record after taking over late last year, getting the job to lead the Switchbacks. Obviously made a name for himself, not just at Vancouver, but especially at Cincinnati, where he was able to build that team into a powerhouse in the USL Championship. And of course, we know Cincinnati made their way to MLS, and this is the type of job that Alan Koch really wants. A team that's been down the last couple of years, looking to find and reclaim what they once had, which was a perennial playoff team, and he embraces this challenge, and every day he finds positives in this rebuild for Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Constantly positive coach. Get a good look on the far side. Austin Bold head coach Marcelo Serrano.
15, 14, and 11 his record. Led Austin to a playoff berth last season, and this year in second place in Group D, prime position to do that as well. Again, this year as a Switchbacks player gets taken down there.
It was Ronnie Argueta just turning with the ball, having his standing leg taken out from under him. Switchbacks will reset with the free kick, take their time with this one.
So Switchbacks FC building here, trying to test Restrepo. I mean, Diego Restrepo, Roland, is difficult enough to beat as it is. But if you don't pressure him enough, then you can't just put a couple of shots on goal. You really got to pepper him.
Yeah, 2017 USL Championship Goalkeeper of the Year, Diego Restrepo. He's fantastic. Obviously won that award down with San Antonio FC. He's one of the best goalkeepers you'll find in this league. Great signing for Austin.
And Restrepo will play it short, perhaps because of the wind here. Going to make deep balls very difficult here tonight as this comes off the head of a bold player and played by Abraham Rodriguez. Rodriguez back with it on his feet. Looks to tee it up. Pretty good kick to the far side of the field. Jordan Burt trying to get the header on it. And Andre Lewis does a great job to keep it in play, and now Burt will draw the foul. And a chance here for Switchbacks FC to maybe create a chance.
Yeah, good pushing forward from the right back, Jordan Burt. Referee right on top of it. Switchbacks will bring their center backs forward. Ever Rubio and Chris Reeves add some height to the box for this joint chiropractic free kick.
Joint chiropractic, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. So see what the Switchbacks can do with this one. Everybody lined up at the top of the 18. Now the ball sent in towards goal, headed by Switchbacks FC, but just wide. Good looking pass, but Switchbacks unable to direct it towards Diego Restrepo in goal.
Yeah, it was Christian Valesky with the header. He was having to really crane his neck back toward his own goal. Difficult to get a lot of purchase on that header, but a good ball in, as you said, from that free kick. It was a good situation for the Switchbacks.
Fans want to let you know that since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit SelectSportAmerica.com. Ball played across, and Abe Rodriguez comes out to hold it.
Good early call from the youngster, Abe Rodriguez.
He'll roll this one out to Kurimoto on the near side.
You can see just how high Austin are pressing the Switchbacks.
Well, we knew that because Tulsa is hot on the heels of Austin in Group D, that they weren't going to come in here just okay with taking a point. They wanted to come in and get all three, and they certainly put themselves on the right path tonight. But it is remarkable, Roland. We would see so many teams sit back with the 2-goal lead, and tonight Austin, they look like they want to put up a 4 or 5 spot on the Switchbacks.
Yeah, they're staying true to their identity. Whenever the Switchbacks try to play out of the back, Austin Bold are pushing high. They're really pinching the center midfielders for the Switchbacks, not letting any easy passes go out. And that's how they were able to get their 2 early goals, is winning the ball back in good high positions. And of course the quality of those finishes. Switchbacks here, Christian Valesky putting the Bold under some pressure. That was Jorge Tronasco. Here he is again.
Yeah, and Valesky was claiming that Troncoso got him with a foot up in his forehead as he was making that header. But no whistle here as Austin looks to build slowly from the back. If you're just settling in, you thought, oh, there's a lightning delay, I'll wait a little bit, maybe catch the game 10 minutes in. What a mistake. 2 goals already on the board for Austin Bold.
Yeah, just a stunning start for the visitors. Kleber here standing over this joint chiropractic free kick. He'll leave it off.
And once again, the joint chiropractic, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care.
You look at Austin's roster, as you and I were doing on this short break we had from Saturday, and they have so many players with so much quality. Kleber being one of them, the man wearing the captain's armband today. He played all over Brazil with Sao Paulo, Palmeiras, Cruzeiro, Vasco. I mean, these are the biggest clubs in the most soccer-mad country in the world, and Kleber's represented them at every level. And then comes here to Austin Bold toward the twilight of his career, wearing the armband tonight, as we said, and getting that 2nd goal for Austin Bold.
When Austin looking for at least a 3rd here in the first half as they have it out wide on the far side. Good defense by Switchbacks FC at least will slow down the pace, and Ishjome will go to the far side to throw this one in. As Roland mentioned earlier, Ishjome, former member of Switchbacks FC. As Austin tries to play this one to the near side. Troncoso was on his way down, but that pass nowhere close. So it'll be a throw-in for the home side.
Yeah, just a little bit late pushing forward from that right back position. Switchbacks looking over the top for Luke Ferreira, unable to find him.
Ferreira making back-to-back appearances in the starting 11. As Alan Koch tries to find the right combination as Jones sends that one over everyone's head and out. This will be a goal kick.
Yeah, that ball just hanging up in the wind a little bit, and then in the end easily out.
And talking about the lineup that Alan Koch has filled out the last couple of weeks, guys like Abe Rodriguez, like Luke Ferreira, Ronnie Argueta. These are guys that maybe were down the depth chart a little bit to start the season, but give those three gentlemen in particular a lot of credit, because once Alan Koch gave them an opportunity to be in the starting 11, they took advantage of it, and now they are staples in the starting lineup each and every night.
Yeah, what about calling the number of Abe Rodriguez, him coming in, getting that shutout that we talked about on Saturday. That throw-in goes up the line toward Forbes.
How
Here's
this
Forbes
went
again.
off the face of an Austin player. Okogo on the near side. Gets it to Forbes. Man, does he play everywhere for this Austin team.
Yeah, dropping all the way back from that center forward position in between the back four just to pick up the ball. Billy Forbes.
Touching it again there before giving it back to a teammate.
Spent a lot of his career in Texas. Billy Forbes went to college at West Texas and then on to Lubbock Christian before playing with the Scorpions in San Antonio. Then a year in Oklahoma City, then back to San Antonio.
This one played out wide to the far side for Austin. Switchbacks close on defense. Now Austin will have it in the middle of the field. Javier Baez plays it to the near side for Troncoso. Now with it is Omar Sis. Austin can afford to be patient here, wait for their opportunity. It might come here. Ball played forward. Abe Rodriguez coming out, and this shot ends up going wide. And I think we're going to have a Phil Long corner kick here off of this play.
Great covering by Chris Reeves here. Big center back getting on his horse, tracking back, clearing that one out, as you said, for our first Phil Long corner kick of the evening.
Phil Long, the Phil Long family of dealerships, Colorado drives Phil Long. So Xavi Baez going to send this one in.
Another player with a terrific resume across Mexico. Couple stints with Chivas.
This one maybe a glancing blow on a header from one of the Austin players, or apparently it was a Switchbacks player, because now Austin will throw this one in. Gives us a chance to recognize one of our fine sponsors, Colorado Computer Support, your IT professionals. So Troncoso will throw this one in. And now we'll get the pass back, trying to send it into the box, cleared out by Switchbacks FC.
Good positioning from Hiroki Kuramoto, making that clearance for the Switchbacks. Getting a good look at Fabian Garcia, young Frenchman.
Troncoso to throw this one in again. Going towards the middle of the field this time. Switchbacks close in, defend. Rubio takes it away. Now Lewis over to Chris Reeves. Reeves sends a worm burner through the middle of the field, taken away by Austin. And now a whistle will stop play. And Ronnie Argueta wanting an explanation from the referee Ismir Pekmich, who will be our head referee today. He'll be assisted by Eric Wood and Jacob Meyer. Our fourth official is Alexander Martinez. Baez with it in the middle of the field, now played over to the far side. Austin with 2 early goals has the home team in a real tough spot. As this one out on the far side. Austin comes into the evening well behind San Antonio. They are off to a blistering start here in the restart. But as I mentioned earlier, FC Tulsa hot on their trail, and they want to get as many points no matter where they're playing to try and stay in front of them. Good defending by the Switchbacks as they take over possession, see if they can sustain it for a little while. Feels like it's been a whole lot of Austin possessing the ball. Here comes Aiden Daniels on the near side, plays this one into the box, and Austin steps in front of that to take it away.
Good chance for the Switchbacks, though. Aiden Daniels finding some space on the left-hand side. Austin Bold earning a free kick. It's Kleber hitting the deck.
Kleber perhaps wanting a little bit more than just a foul call. And there you see it there. Great job by the folks in the truck. 66% the possession here for Austin. And look, we talk about this every night, Roland. It seems like when you talk about possession, it's a beauty in the eye of the beholder, right? If you possess the ball for 66% of the time and you end up losing, then what was that possession for? But when it's a number like that, and you also look at the score, that just tells you how much Austin has dominated the first 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, and if we were to have a heat map here this evening, you'd see the positions that Austin were able to get in, certainly early on, really attacking the Switchbacks centrally. But after that 10th minute or so, the Switchbacks have played pretty well. That was a good chance they just had on the left-hand side. They've gotten some good overlapping runs, but both fullbacks for the Switchbacks so far have been kept in check with just how high the Bold have been pressing.
Well, look, if you're a Switchbacks fan, you don't have to go back very far to look at a match that seemingly the Switchbacks were completely out of. That was just a couple of weeks ago against El Paso, and they fought valiantly to get back into that one. They ultimately still lost, so hopefully the result changes from that. But it just shows that this team, no matter what the score, they're going to continue to fight. As you see some of that fight here from Christian Valesky, and now a whistle as Valesky will be whistled there, and Austin will take back over possession.
And it was a beautiful ball over the top by Ronnie Argueta to find Christian Valesky as you do this ESPN Plus read, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Fans, follow Switchbacks FC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the nearly 8 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. This ball in the middle here for Austin. Now Troncoso on the near side, picked up by Valesky. Plays it up to Baez, back to Troncoso, and this one glances off of a Switchbacks player now. Joan Servos getting involved in the play there.
In our field, Mike just picking up Javier Baez, telling his teammates to close down a little more quickly, I should say.
No, I know you're flexing on him, Roland. You were waiting for me to say something. You're flexing on him with the linguistics.
No, not at all. I was just going to mention Jorge Troncoso, young man out of Chile. There he is again.
Troncoso playing this ball in, and Austin batting it around, trying to get a shot off. They will not as the Switchbacks cleared out. And now sent back to Restrepo to restore order.
There's Forbes again in one of those deeper positions. You mentioned it a few minutes ago. Not shy to drop back. Let Kleber sort of take over that center forward role while Billy Forbes goes looking for the ball.
And Restrepo had some issues there with that ball. Nearly put it into his own net.
Yeah, he played it off well in the end, but there was a nervous moment there with that little bobble right in front of him.
Fortunately, the Switchbacks had already made their way downfield as this one is played out wide to the far side. Now in the middle of the field with it is Fabian Garcia. Ball worked around here. Now to Forbes. Forbes has Troncoso with an overlapping run. He'll instead go far post looking for a man, and that one skips out of his reach for a goal kick.
Really good ball, though, by Billy Forbes off that left foot. Beautiful replay on it here. Great job by the guys in the truck. Look at that, playing it right in between the defenders and the goalkeeper. Too far in front for Abe Rodriguez to come out and collect, just in behind Jordan Burt. Really good idea by Billy Forbes.
So Abe Rodriguez ready to send this one downfield. Headed by Valesky. Now back the other way is Austin. Now Kurimoto to Servos. Now Daniels. They need to put the ball on his feet a little bit more. He's the guy that can make plays, create separation.
Yeah, we've seen Daniels kind of changing positions a little bit early on with Luke Ferreira. Now Ferreira over on the left-hand side for the Switchbacks, just in front of Joan Servos.
Now the Switchbacks lineup listed as a 4-4-2, but they have a lot of interchangeable pieces there, especially in the midfield and up top, that on any one given possession you could see things morph a little bit for Colorado Springs.
Yeah, not only changing formations, but changing positions as well. Here's Billy Forbes picking up the ball. Good tracking back by Christian Valesky.
Here's Ronnie Argueta, multiple-time member of the Switchbacks, and this one is played by Restrepo. So that was a little bit of a tense moment there. Luke Ferreira was crashing in, and Restrepo and his teammate have a good chuckle about it as you see the replay there.
Yeah, Jermaine Taylor just letting that ball bounce, which you don't want to do as a center back, but in the end, you said it, Restrepo quickly off his line, just collected well in the end.
Now Lewis in the middle of the field, trying to make something happen for Switchbacks FC. Now Valesky to Daniels. Daniels is going to strike, and that one may have hit Valesky, and it comes back out to midfield.
Good idea, though, from Aiden Daniels. Good bit of pressure here from the Switchbacks. Ruby over to Chris Reeves, out to Jordan Burt.
Now Burt looking around, going to play it back to Reeves. Now Rubio in the middle of the field. He'll play it back to Rodriguez. Now Rodriguez looking downfield for Luke Ferreira. That one headed away by Jome. And now a battle for it. Austin keeps possession. Now Jome on the far side gets tripped up. This will be a whistle against Colorado Springs.
Yeah, just got tangled with Jordan Burt.
In the heart of downtown.
Austin can afford to be patient here as they've done their work early with the 2-goal lead. Baez gets this one out wide to Troncoso. Now Sis playing it back to Garcia, and he'll get it to Restrepo. Luke Ferreira lurking, waiting for the opportunity to pounce on the ball. Austin not providing it. And now this one, just like that, Austin pushing forward towards Abe Rodriguez, looking for their third goal, and good defending there by Hiroki Kurimoto, the captain, getting in there with the foot and starting their own counterattack for Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, Switchbacks living dangerously. Once again, Austin Bold using their pace, getting in behind, but good defending in the end from the Switchbacks. Working this ball out to Joan Servos.
Yeah, almost lulling the Switchbacks to sleep a little bit, and then all of a sudden they hit that long pass, and Abe Rodriguez has got to perk up. Here's a shot from distance. Ronnie Argueta not going to get that one to go. But I would say, Roland, that with a 2-goal deficit, as we take a look at this rocket from Ronnie Argueta again, the definition of a bad shot is a little bit looser. Right now, it's just about let's test Diego Restrepo. Let's make him move and think about things. And they nearly did there as Luke Ferreira was pressuring Restrepo.
Yeah, we've seen some dodgy handling early on from Diego Restrepo as well. Might have been something that Ronnie Argueta was thinking about, just getting a shot on target, and as you said, crashing the rebound.
Austin able to take the ball away. Switchbacks wanted a foul. And now Troncoso has it on his feet. Up to Baez. Now Austin looking to the far side of the field to see if there's anything there. Now Baez in the middle of the field. Plays it up to Forbes. Now out wide to Troncoso. Baez being pressured by Valesky here. He'll play it back. Ferreira running after it. And Restrepo this time, no problems. Just taps it out wide.
Baez has had a good game so far in the middle of that midfield for Austin Bolt. 205 appearances for Chivas Guadalajara in Mexico before moving on to Cruz Azul and Necaxa.
Well traveled down there in Mexico, as Troncoso will play this one to the middle of the field. And there's Baez. Ball worked around to Troncoso. And while Austin works it around, give us a moment to let you know that you don't want to miss a minute of the action in 2020. Don't want to miss any of the action here, so we'll let this one play out as Chris Reeves ends up intercepting the cross in from Austin. And now Reeves will play this one up. You can sign up today and get alerts all year long by following Switchbacks FC on ESPN.com, as now a shot comes in and just skips wide. Austin very rudely not allowing me to tell you about ESPN, as that play was whistled offside anyway.
But a great save from Abe Rodriguez. Continue your read, Ryan.
Thank you. Is Austin going to let me do that as we take a look at the replay here? This is how quickly Austin can build up. And as you mentioned, Roland, a great save by Abe Rodriguez. So, as I was saying, don't miss a minute of action in 2020. Sign up today and get alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks FC, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores, plus get reminders on Switchbacks' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Now the Switchbacks can try to score a goal. Here's Joan Servos on the near side. A lot of white shirts around him. He'll play it to Argueta. Now Rubio in the middle. Over to Reeves. And Reeves goes back to Rodriguez. I mean, I know there's still 45 minutes to play after this first half is over, but if you're the Switchbacks, Roland, you got to feel like you got to put one in the back of the net.
Yeah, but they've done a good job. I mean, we talked about it. They weathered that early storm. I mean, looked like you mentioned it during the live commentary. Austin were looking for a third around the 10-minute mark, and the Switchbacks got back into the game. They've created some good half chances, put Restrepo under a little bit of pressure. And with that early blitz from the visitors, about as good of a response as you could get in the last few minutes, but they just need to create some more clear-cut chances. But they're doing a good job closing down some of the passing lanes and keeping Austin in front of them.
Yeah, doing a good job keeping Austin where they are at 2 goals. Now it's just to fit in the other half of the game here as we move along. And this one winds up on the feet of Aiden Daniels. Good guy to have it. And there he gets fouled as he loses possession. Quick restart from Chris Reeves to Kurimoto. Played over to Servos here in front of us. The joint chiropractic free kick being taken there, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. Here's Lewis back to Reeves. And now Austin ends up with the ball in a fortuitous spot. The look to build up. Here's Ishjome. We've seen him do that in a Switchbacks uniform, dribbling through the defense. And now everyone falling over each other. No whistle. Jordan Burke comes away with it. Tapped away by Austin. That'll be a throw-in.
Yeah, you saw the danger of Ishjome floating in from that left wing. And that'll be our first drinks break of the evening.
Our first hydration break. Gives us a minute to pause as the action has come fast and furious here in the first half. And while we have a moment, as you can see, the wind blowing here at Widener Field after the long lightning delay. I say long, it was only an hour.
Loving that gentleman's David De Gea jersey there on the far side of the field.
So as we take a look here, as many of you know, Bayern Munich, the Bavarian Giants, the kings of the soccer world, as they took down PSG this past weekend in the Champions League final, where there's a local connection here. As you can see, Alphonso Davies, one of the players that was in the starting 11, is always in the starting 11 for Bayern Munich, was given his first professional opportunity by Switchbacks head coach Alan Koch.
Yeah, up in Vancouver with the Whitecaps too. Back in the day, 2016, they maintained a good relationship. Alan Koch very excited for Bayern's success this season. Treble winners this year, Bayern. And we'll look around the USL. Charlotte Independence, Brandon Miller, 35 saves this season. Second goalkeeper to post more than 28 saves in a match. Josh Suggs, we remember him very well. Looking for second place all time in the USL, 15,817 minutes currently. And then Charlotte Independence, once again, they knock off North Carolina FC 1-0. First ever win over North Carolina FC. Big 3 points for Charlotte.
As we get back underway here. Here's Rubio. He'll play this one upfield to Valesky. Tried to just guide it along to Aiden Daniels. Couldn't get it to him. And now Ronnie Argueta takes possession in the midfield. Here's Jordan Burke. Plays it over the top. Looking for Luke Ferreira. Good defending by Austin to take this one away. And will it be kept in? Yeah, only just. As now Ishjome with it. Plays it to the middle of the field again for Austin. Austin feeling the pressure of the Switchbacks. You could see a concerted effort out of the hydration break for the home side to pressure and try to find a way to break through here in the last 8 or so minutes of this first half.
Yeah, it's been difficult going. Once again, forward three kind of rotating for the Switchbacks. Andre Lewis now over on the right-hand side. Chris Reeves struck out of his center back position following Billy Forbes.
And now the ball gets away from everyone. A chance for Austin to pounce, and they do. Switchbacks got to defend. Here's a shot and another goal from Austin.
Yeah,
the
way
goals
too good.
Just keep on coming for the visitors as they put another one away to lead it 3-0.
Yeah, way too good from Kleber on the hold-up play. Just a little bit loose from the Switchbacks there. Kleber holds it up, finds his teammate, and that's Baez hammering it home.
And for Baez, that'll be his third goal of the season. And Kleber adds the assist. So Kleber has had a very productive night with a goal and an assist. And that man right there, Baez, gives Austin the 3-goal lead.
Yeah, Kleber onto that one in a flash. Just burst through the middle, picked up on that loose pass, held the ball up, dropped it off to Baez. What a crisp finish that was from the young man from Reynosa. As you said, 3-0 already. Austin Bold.
Through a lightning delay and everything else, Austin wasn't going to squander an opportunity. They came all this way. They were looking for some points, and now they're looking for more goals as that one just hops away from Billy Forbes and out for a goal kick.
Yeah, Kleber with the nice touch off his left foot, looking straight over the top for that speed of the Turks and Caicos international Billy Forbes, but that ball skipped off the surface. We got a little bit of precipitation with that lightning delay. And Abe Rodriguez will get the Switchbacks back underway with the goal kick into this howling wind that's blowing from left to right as you look at home, as that ball just hits a wall and stops behind Christian Valesky.
But Valesky stays with it, tried to get it to Servos. Now Austin reclaiming possession, only to be dispossessed by Servos, and he'll draw a foul here. As Kleber, the guilty party. Quick restart for Switchbacks FC. Jordan Burt heads that one to Lewis.
And you see the Switchbacks moving left to right, and now back the other way. Good play from Ronnie Argueta, pulling Austin out wide.
And here's Servos on the near side, one-on-one, sends this one in, batted around, still loose. Here's a shot. That one goes in and goes off the face. Now 2 players are down on the field.
Yeah, that was a well-done block. Right inside the 18.
I don't know. Did it ping pong? We'll take a look here. Did it go off of Daniels and Garcia?
Yeah, Valesky just leaving it back, and then Daniels, it was off the rib cage of the defender, and then right back in to Aiden Daniels. It was Fabian Garcia, the Frenchman, with the block, and then it just ricocheted straight back off of Aiden Daniels. Penrose Ortho Centura nod to the dock. There's Andrew Peters, the Switchbacks trainer.
Daniels went down immediately, and then Garcia grabbed his arm and then went down right after. And now Daniels going to walk off to the near side of the field here. Get checked out a little bit more.
It was a good block from Garcia, just making sure that arm was out of the way. Hit him almost in the armpit in that upper rib area, and then, as you said, right back off the face of Aiden Daniels. He'll be all right. Wave back onto the field whenever the referee's ready to get us back underway with this drop ball that he'll give right off to Diego Restrepo.
And Restrepo punts that one downfield to his counterpart, Abe Rodriguez. Rolling it out here to Chris Reeves. Time winding down here in the first half for Switchbacks FC to make an impact on this game. Still 45 minutes after this, but it will take a whale of a 45-minute half for the Switchbacks to get back in this one. Austin with 2 goals early. As we take a look at our joint chiropractic free kick, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. We had 2 goals early on, and then the Switchbacks defense stepped up, kept Austin off the board for a while, and then they turned the ball over in a terrible position, and the Austin Bold was able to jump on at Kleber, setting up Baez for the goal, and that's where we're at right now, 3-0 in favor of the visitors.
Yeah, really a backbreaker, that third one. As you said, Switchbacks were getting back into the game, creating some half chances for themselves, and then just a loose square pass right across the back 4. Kleber ghosting onto it. Good hold-up play, though, from the big man. Laid it off to Baez, and making no difference with that challenge, and 3-0 to the Bold.
Certainly not what the fans here at Widener Field bargained for when they waited out the hour lightning delay, but perhaps some second half fireworks on the way for Switchbacks FC as Troncoso takes the ball away from Valesky. Troncoso back with it, saying to the middle of the field, only switchbacks around it. Rubio will play it first, and then he turns it over. Here's Kleber, plays it up to Forbes. Forbes has a lot of green in front of him. He's not afraid to shoot. Tried to get it to his teammate who is coming right down the middle of the field. And nifty play by Chris Reeves to knock that one away. And this will result in a PLS mechanical corner kick for Austin Bold FC as we take a look at the play again. Here's Forbes with a head of steam forward. Just tried a nifty little side pass there to set up his teammate, but Reeves read it the whole way. But now there needs to be some defending on this PLS mechanical corner kick.
Yeah, that combination again, Kleber to Billy Forbes. Forbes using his speed, getting in behind.
And this one deflected into the back of the net.
Now what
Have an evening, Austin Bold FC, and that's Billy Forbes for the second time tonight.
And there's that connection again. Kleber flicking that ball on. Billy Forbes left all alone, had the freedom of Widener Field at the back post. 4-0, Austin Bold. Good corner kick from Baez. You see the wind whipping around that corner flag on the PLS corner kick. It was a delicious little flick just to help that one on, and then Billy Forbes with the outside of the left foot. 4-0 Austin Bold.
That man is a natural born goal scorer, and you see the nifty goal there. So 2 goals 41 minutes apart. He now has 5 on the year, 3 in his last 2 matches. As we're being told by 4th official Alexander Martinez, there will be 2 additional TikTok Shop stoppage time minutes. Although if you're Switchbacks FC, you probably just as soon go to halftime and regroup. So one play to the middle. Chris Reeves will send it out of play. I mean, this is so much like that El Paso match a few weeks ago, Roland.
Yeah, it really is. Alan Koch talked about after that match that his team got punched in the mouth 4 times to open that one up, and it took them a long time. They passed the hour mark to respond. You talked about them getting the last couple of goals. They're going to need to do more than that here this evening. But what a performance it's been from Austin Bold, picking up on a couple of half chances and mistakes from the Switchbacks, and then just using their international quality, their pace, all their experience that a player like Kleber has. And out to the 4-0 lead here as we tick ever closer to halftime.
A chance for everyone to take a deep breath here in a couple minutes. Now Austin in the middle of the field. Played forward. This one skips away. And Rodriguez will send it the other way, and that will be halftime. Mercifully for Switchbacks FC, Austin Bold with 4 goals, 2 of them for Billy Forbes, and they are all over Switchbacks FC. As we take a look again at the last goal scored in the half, just make a goal of the week now and forget about it. Let's call it a night. 4-0 Austin Bold up at the break. We'll talk about it when we come back.
The future of soccer in Colorado Springs is happening now. Join the Colorado Switchbacks FC, Fox 21, and SoCo CW as the move to a beautiful new downtown stadium begins. For the ultimate 2021 Switchbacks experience, go to switchbacksfc.com to purchase your $25 membership deposit now. Plus, a portion of the proceeds for downtown deposits will be donated to Care and Share Food Bank for Southern Colorado and the Senior Resource Council.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs.
Everybody on the floor now!
My, what a lovely tattoo you have.
I always love the wolves.
So say your prayer. No one was supposed to die.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs.
Loving Living Local is exploring outdoor Colorado in this awesome Jeep Wrangler, sponsored by Perkins Motors. And now is your chance to win big. Snap a pic of you enjoying the Colorado outdoors and upload it to fox21news.com. Plus, tune in to Loving Living Local for special stories highlighting our beautiful state. Then, at the end of the year, one lucky winner will receive a gift certificate for a 2-year prepaid lease on a brand new Jeep Wrangler from Perkins Motors. Show us how you outdoor Colorado.
Hello?
The castle's on fire. You need to get online right now.
I'm really sorry.
Would you be interested in marrying me in the game?
Maybe you're in love with each other. You've gone psychotic. So happy with my choices.
Dead pixels.
Watch Tuesday at 7 on SoCo CW.
We welcome you back to Widener Field, where it's been all Austin tonight. 4-0 the score. Billy Forbes with 2 of those 4 goals. And speaking of goals, we've had some really good ones this season and just over the last couple of weeks in the USL Championship, Roland. And somebody that we know very well here in Colorado Springs, Chris Wehan, had one for New Mexico United.
Yeah, helping seal that 2-1 win against the defending champion Rayon Monarchs over in Sandy, Utah. Chris Wehan, he's one of the better players in the USL Championship. He showed that the last couple weeks. Good ball in by Josh Suggs. Just got flicked out, but you don't want to leave it there on the left foot. A Chris Wehan priceless win for New Mexico United. We'll see them in just a couple days here at Widener Field. And then down to Tampa, Irish Youth International Jordan Doherty in a 2-1 win against the Atlanta United. 2 fantastic strike from long distance. You can see what our producer likes. He likes those goals from long distance, and that was an absolute peach right there from the young Irishman, Jordan Doherty.
Somehow better with those sick Tampa Bay Rowdy uniforms.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than those. Like, I see you, Norwich City. We're just going to take your colors and make them even better. And that's a fantastic finish. And then what about this one? Orange County with the 2-1 win. And Ugo Okoli, it's a great cross. And that's a crisp, clean, calm finish into the back there. Aiden Quinn out with that first pass on loan from Rangers in Glasgow is Palmer. Quinn quickly around the corner, finding the young man. There's Palmer, the Rangers loanee, with the cross to Quinn, and that's the win for Orange County, 2-1 over the Galaxy 2.
We'll be right back with more from Widener Field in just a moment.
The USL is proud to bring professional soccer back into our communities and across the ESPN family of networks. Follow your local club and don't miss these exciting matches coming up on ESPN2 or ESPN Deportes.
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
The USL is proud to bring professional soccer back into our communities and across the ESPN family of networks. Follow your local club and don't miss these exciting matches coming up on ESPN2 or ESPN Deportes.
Back inside Widener Field, Austin Bold 4-0. They lead the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC at the half here in Colorado Springs. Early blitz from the Austin Bold got them on the board 2-0. They've run away with it since then. Look around the USL Championship. Miami FC on the up and up since Paul Dalglish. That's King Kenny's son. Step back into the coaching role. They haven't lost. They've got a couple draws and a win. Last of the unbeatens, San Antonio FC and Tampa Bay Rowdies. We just showed that beautiful goal from Tampa Bay. And the Real Monarchs and Major League Soccer. The hybrid model is working. 5 players made an appearance for the MLS team over the weekend. Couple of them getting the starts and a couple coming on and having an impact in that game as they defeated the Colorado Rapids by 4-1. The team of the week, Solomon Asante, long been one of the best players in the USL Championship, and once again, he's the player of the week for Phoenix Rising as they continue to rewrite the record books down in the Valley of the Sun. Tucker Bone, former switchback, now with Reno 1868, active member of the United States Air Force after graduating from the Air Force Academy, getting himself on the USL Championship team of the week. San Antonio FC, Phoenix Rising, they lead the way. New Mexico United, we'll see them in just a couple days here at Widener Field. Austin Bold, they'll be moving up from that 8th spot if this performance is anything to go by. They lead 4-0 here at Widener Field. We'll take a look at some of the scores across the USL Championship. Charlotte Independence 1-0 over North Carolina. We talked about that one. The Charleston Battery 3-1 over Miami FC. Louisville City 1-0 over Indy 11. And the Timbers 2 falling in the Rose City to the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 by 3-2. Coming up, Hartford Athletic and Pittsburgh Riverhounds, all these matches on ESPN+. That's on Friday. Rio Grande Valley FC, the Toros hosting San Antonio Switchbacks and New Mexico United on Saturday evening. Tulsa and Sporting Kansas City. El Paso Locomotive welcome the Real Monarchs down to Far West Texas, and Reno 1868. And that man, Tucker Bone, hosting Red Hot Phoenix Rising FC. That's a late one on Saturday night. And earlier today, we got a very special guest with my broadcast partner, Ryan Kaufman. Take it away, Ryan.
Thanks, Roland. I'm out here joined by Allison Regal of Centura Sports Medicine, talking about a brand new performance center here in Colorado Springs, the Hibble Performance Center. We've heard a lot about this as the lead up to opening begins. Tell us a little bit about what makes this performance center state of the art.
There is a lot of things that make this performance center state of the art. I think the number one thing is, well, first of all, the facility itself. It's brand new. It's massive. We have the utmost technology. We have different things we can do for assessments. And so, I mean, really, it's a space that has a bunch of different things and opportunities for people in the community. And so I think that's, yeah.
Yeah, and that's important to note, that last part, because people will see it's on the campus of University of Colorado at Colorado Springs here in town and think, oh, maybe that's just for the UCCS athletes. That's not the case.
Definitely not. No, we are a training facility. We are open to everyone in the community. We have programs available for youth athletes, high school athletes, collegiate athletes, professional athletes, recreational adults. Yeah, we have programs for many different individuals.
Yeah, terrible athletes like me as well can go to the Performance Center. And as this community grows as it has, and we have a downtown stadium coming soon, the Performance Center is part of this, you know, just the expansion of Colorado Springs. And this is going to serve a lot of, you mentioned a lot of different people, but it's a community that maybe is slightly underserved because of just how quickly our community has grown, and this will fill that void.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, we had our grand opening on Monday, virtual grand opening, and one of the things that they just kept saying over and over again is just opportunity, and I think that is very accurate. I mean, you look at just this performance center, this collaboration with the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. There's opportunity for students. It's a brand new academic building that embraces innovative learning, collaborative team approach. And then as far as people in the community, to just have that service in the facility that can offer, helping athletes get to a higher level and reach their goals. I think it's really exciting for the community.
It most certainly is. Allison, thank you so much for the time. That's Allison Rigo of Centura Sports Medicine. We'll be back with the second half, Switchbacks and Austin Bold coming up next.
Once upon a time, there were three little pigs. Everybody on the floor now!
My, what a lovely tattoo you have.
I always love the wolf.
So say your prayers.
No one was supposed to die.
Once upon a time, there were three little pigs. Little pigs, little pigs, little pigs, little pigs.
The future of soccer in Colorado Springs is happening now. Join the Colorado Switchbacks FC, Fox 21, and SoCo CW as the move to a beautiful new downtown stadium begins. For the ultimate 2021 Switchbacks experience, go to switchbacksfc.com to purchase your $25 membership deposit now. Plus, a portion of the proceeds for downtown deposits will be donated to Care and Share Food Bank for Southern Colorado and the Senior Resource Council.
Fox 21's Loving Living Local is exploring outdoor Colorado in this awesome Jeep Wrangler, sponsored by Perkins Motors. And now is your chance to win big. Snap a pic of you enjoying the Colorado outdoors and upload it to fox21news.com. Plus, tune in to Loving Living Local for special stories highlighting our beautiful state. Then, at the end of the year, one lucky winner will receive a gift certificate for a 2-year prepaid lease on a brand new Jeep Wrangler from Perkins Motors. Show us how you outdoor Colorado.
We welcome you back to Widener Field, moments away from the second half. Switchbacks trailing Austin Bold FC by a score of 4-0, and literally every other statistical category backs up the fact that Austin has been the superior team through 45 minutes.
Yeah, they were extraordinary to start this match, where the Austin Bold jumping out to that early 2-0 lead. They've really cemented that since then. You see here Billy Forbes with the early hold-up play, that little touch off, and there's Kleber. Gian Comasi, he's going to finish. No mistake about that one. That was for 2-0.
And it just continued from there as the Switchbacks here, as the ball just got away, and give Kleber a lot of credit for hustling and getting on that ball, and he just softly hands it to Baez, and then Baez says, I want to help someone score a goal, and finds Billy Forbes.
Yeah, just the flick of the outside of the left boot from Billy Forbes, that made it 4 for Austin Bold, and that's how we'll go into the beginning of this second half here at Widener Field.
Much work to do for Switchbacks FC, and there's going to be changes made to the lineup here. Not totally surprising.
Yeah, Arturo Dispay is going to come in for center back, it looks like. That'll be the first change. Also, George Labisi is going to check in. The young South African. He should go right in up top, try to support the attack with some of his speed, see if he can keep Austin Bold honest with his pace.
And the South African with a goal so far this season, his first year with Switchbacks FC. This will be his 8th appearance. And for Arturo Dispay, it will be his 6th.
And he'll replace Chris Reeves. I would assume that might be some sort of a injury concern for Chris Reeves if you're going to change out a center back for a center back. But Dispay, he'll go in right along Rubio, who's on the ball right now for Colorado Springs.
As we get this one underway, Dispay, we're right back with it. Sends it up to George Labisi. So already the 2 subs for Alan Koch trying to assert themselves on this contest. Labisi able to keep that one under control, plays it out wide.
Yeah, nice touch from Libisi out to Joan Servos. He gives it off to Hiroki Kuramoto here on the far side. And the Switchbacks will earn themselves a Phil Long corner kick. Good start from Colorado Springs.
Yeah, progress being made already here in the second half. And this corner kick will be brought to you by the Phil Long family of dealerships. Colorado Drives, Phil Long. Here's Aiden Daniels. Getting ready to send this one. Another thing that Dispay does, gives them some size in the box as Restrepo comes up to bat that one away, and it will roll out to the near side.
Exactly what the Switchbacks needed, though. Good way to start, putting Austin Bold under some pressure. Good two hands behind that ball from Diego Restrepo to clear his lines. Now Kuramoto just dropping into that center back spot as the Switchbacks went forward for the corner kick. Here's Lewis looking out wide, and as soon as I say that, of course, he goes straight up the middle.
And Aiden Daniels to Jordan Burt. Cross comes in, stopped by Austin, stays in play. Now Joam with it. Giving up to Tumasi. Back to Joam. And he gets it taken away. Here's Aiden Daniels. Daniels plays the ball through to Valesky. He shoots Restrepo with the save.
Yeah, smart goalkeeping from Diego Restrepo. He knew he wasn't going to beat Valesky to that ball. Almost held his run a little bit, did the big man Restrepo. Valesky kept his shot low. Restrepo read that well. Good save from Diego Restrepo. But good pressure being applied by the Switchbacks to start this game. Excuse me, to start this half.
Wish it was to start this game.
Yeah,
George
I blacked out that
Libisi
first half from my memory.
Plays it up to Daniels. Aiden Daniels steps away from a defender. Gets around another one. And a third. Doesn't bring the ball with them. Ball loose and in! Switchbacks FC have gotten their first goal of the contest.
Yeah, and it's Christian Valesky, but what about the work from Aiden Daniels? Brilliant. Dropped his shoulder a couple times, went flying past a couple of hapless Austin Bold defenders. That's brilliant. Just plays it right across. Nice turn. Beautiful first touch from Christian Valesky. Bangs it in 4-1 now. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC starting the second half about as well as they could.
And that man going to get credited for the goal. Christian Valesky, his second goal of the season, his first since the season opener. I don't mean the restart opener, the season opener all the way back in March against Oklahoma City. He's been waiting a while. And now here's a shot from Jordan Burt. That one curls wide. Our Oakwood home Switchbacks FC goal. Christian Valesky, his second of the season. And the Switchbacks maybe with a little bit of life here, Roland.
Yeah, what about that play from Aiden Daniels? Young man out of Toronto just put a couple defenders on their backside. Beautiful ball across the face of the goal. And Christian Valesky knew exactly what he was doing, taking that touchdown. He's in behind here again.
And some fortuitous defending there, just getting in there was Jermaine Taylor, or else Valesky might have been celebrating his own brace.
Yeah, Austin Bold let that ball bounce. Jermaine Taylor, 7th all-time in caps for the Jamaican national team. Finally hooking that ball away as Valesky starting this second half for the Switchbacks, leading the line. He played a lot of that first half out on the left-hand side, but with the introduction of George Libisi for the Switchbacks, he goes out to the left. Christian Valesky leads the line for the Switchbacks. And that coaching change has really paid some dividends for the Switchbacks early in the second half.
And now quite the discussion going on. Ismir Pekmic, our referee tonight. They'll be called going against Switchbacks FC, leading to the joint chiropractic free kick, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. Now whistle going the other way now. As Switchbacks FC has it, Lewis over to Burt. Burt with a lot of green in front of him. His teammates encouraging him forward. Gets it to Aiden Daniels. To Kurimoto, right back to Daniels.
Daniels has that free roll just to go hunting for the ball. Dropping back from that right wing position just to pick that one up. It's Ronnie Argueta forced to go back. Better shape now from Austin Bold.
Plays it over the top. Valesky was onside but couldn't handle the pass, and it ends up on the feet of Restrepo, who sends it to the far side. Good run there by Christian Valesky. It's a long pass to try and handle among two defenders, and Valesky just couldn't hang on.
Yeah, what a coaching call from Alan Koch and the Switchbacks to move Valesky centrally. Start this second half. Really caused Austin Bold some problems. Also with the introduction of pace of George Labisi.
And now you could see the spirit that the Switchbacks are playing with. They were playing hard all first half, but now you see the urgency, and getting that goal kind of validates their belief that they can climb back into this thing as Austin looks to put an end to that jubilation. And good defending there by Diz Pay, stepping in front of Ish Jome to take it away, brings it down the near side. Good leading pass to Aiden Daniels. Has Valesky crashing the middle. He'll try to play it to him, and Austin, good job defending there, gets it out.
But a great break forward by the Switchbacks. You said it, led by Dispay, finding that ball down the right-hand channel to Daniels. And then he just looked maybe a little bit early for that cross into Christian Valesky. Good tackle there by Hiroki Kuramoto.
And now Austin plays this ball out wide. Switchbacks will play it to Abe Rodriguez, which gives us a chance to let you know that you can follow Switchbacks FC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the nearly 8 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Kurimoto over to Burt. Jordan Burt tees it up off of Jome and out of play. Throw incoming. Burt throwing this one in. Good backhill by Labisi. Gets it to Jordan Burt. He'll play across the face of goal. Headed out by Austin. Now both teams fighting for it. Lewis pushed away from the ball. And it'll be picked up by Austin. Tumasi. Bring it towards the middle of the field. Tapped away by Dispay. And now Arani Argueta has it. Leaves it for Lewis. Andre Lewis pushing forward. Plays it out wide to Jordan Burt. Here we go again. Across the face of goal. Cleared out, but this will be, wait for it. Now it will be a PLS mechanical corner kick.
Great break forward down the right-hand side from Jordan Burt, looking for Christian Valesky. Valesky just a little bit isolated in the penalty box, but as you said, PLS mechanical corner kick.
And here's George Labisi to take this one with his left foot. Number 16, keep your eyes on him, Dispay. Much taller than other human beings, and they go for him, but the header just ends up missing. Dispay couldn't get his head on it. Switchbacks player did. That was Valesky on the far side. Just could not keep it in between the frame.
And Restrepo was in no man's land. Valesky just had to get that ball, tried to play it off of the ground. In the end, it just takes too much of a high bounce. Goes looping helplessly over the crossbar. Lucky there from Restrepo. He found himself flapping at that corner kick.
Restrepo sends it far downfield, headed by Switchbacks FC. This one will take a few hops onto the feet of Restrepo. George Labisi going to make Restrepo pick it up. Now Restrepo telling George Labisi to get away from him. Labisi saying that Restrepo's taking too long. Kurimoto. Nice tap over to Andre Lewis. Lewis spins, stays on his feet, gives it off to Argueta. Now over to the far side. Switchbacks play it in again, and the header just missed by Valesky. My goodness, he could have like 4 goals right now.
Yeah, Valesky just trying to let that one flick off of his forehead. Didn't need to put too much power on it because of that great cross from Joan Servos. Just trying to guide that one into the far post. It was Kuramoto crashing as well. But in the end, not on goal and too far in front of the young Japanese central midfielder for the Switchbacks. And Diego Restrepo, he'll restart at his own pace.
And Valesky has had some opportunities. Of course, converted one. He's had a couple of other chances, and the Switchbacks have completely turned things around here in the second half. The scoreboard still not kind to them, but they are certainly playing with a renewed sense of confidence.
Yeah, and Austin Bold just haven't been able to find their attacking players. Kleber gone very quiet in the second half. Can count on one hand the number of times he's touched the ball. Starting to become quite isolated up top for Austin Bold, but they always possess that threat with the pace of players like Billy Forbes, who's closing down Lewis there.
And Lewis able to step away from Forbes. Over to Burt. Sends this one into the box. Austin, good defending there. Couple of guys in between Burt and his intended target. Now Ishjom plays this one up to Tumasi. Or excuse me, that's Forbes on the near side. And Forbes gets taken down. Aiden Daniels going to be the guilty party here. And Forbes still down on the ground. Ishjom was just ready to throw it in anyway. Now Forbes is up.
And after all that, it will be a free kick for the Austin Bold. They'll leave it off. Jermaine Taylor to take.
Should we take a look at our Jack Quinn's Irish Pub fan of the game? As the fans had to wait out a lightning delay. A little bit of a chilly night here at Widener Field. As you can see some of the coats on. But kudos to the fans who made their way back into Widener Field. Maybe some of the younger fans home and not coming back out. School underway here in Colorado Springs. As Lewis hassled there, able to pass it over to the far side. Now to Kurimoto. Daniels. Rubio to Dispay. Jordan Burt with it. Over to Kurimoto. Aiden Daniels with a nice run. A little bit frustrated he didn't get the pass. And now Servos on the far side. Switchbacks want to pick up the pace here a little bit. You could see that they want to press, and now they will. They'll send this one in. Ishjom misses initially. George Labisi is there. Labisi to the top of the 18 for Lewis. Steps away. Lewis fires. Lewis scores! Andre Lewis and the Switchbacks are now down by 2.
Beautiful strike from Andre Lewis. Great ball in from George Labisi. 2 goals in a row now for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Joan Servo starting that attack all the way out on the left-hand side. That ball goes all the way across the face. Labisi picks it up, picks out his man. This is a wonderful touch right there. Just it goes past the defender, and what about that for a finish? Pick that one out. 4-2 now, Austin Bold, they lead.
Okay, here we go. Switchbacks FC down by 2 goals. And the goal for Andre Lewis will be his first as a member of Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
We could all see what Diego Restrepo was asking for there. Soft-spoken as always is Restrepo, asking for just a hint more intensity from his defenders in front of him.
I do not like soccer balls ending up behind me in the net. Could you please remedy that? Here's Ishjom.
Please.
On the near side, gets it to Forbes. Forbes has a couple of goals. He'd like a third. He'd really like a third, battling with Lewis. And the referees are going to play on here. Lewis a little indecisive. His teammates tell him, let's go.
Yeah, good challenge, though, tracking back. Andre Lewis just took that ball away from Billy Forbes. Forbes is in a dangerous position, but here's Jordan Burt. Speaking of dangerous positions, that ball might just run a little long for him, but he tracks it down.
Yeah, good job by Burt here. He'll get it to Aiden Daniels. Daniels dribbles into the box. Daniels pass batted away, but Burt's right there. Jordan Burt now plays it back to Andre Lewis. Ish Jones just stepping in front of the pass to Kurimoto.
Yeah, and Kurimoto had found himself in a really nice position right on the edge of the box, but Ish Jones read it well. And now Austin can try to take a little bit of pressure off their back line.
And now Austin will slow things up a bit, but they got to keep the ball moving because the Switchbacks are active and looking to pounce on the ball. Fans, don't miss a minute of action in 2020. Sign up today and get alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks FC, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores, plus get reminders on Switchbacks' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Kleber over to Forbes. Forbes sends it in. Rodriguez has it. When those two guys link up, Roland, that's when everyone gets a little tense around here.
Yeah, so much quality and experience. You saw in the first half just how quickly Kleber would look for that burning speed of the Turks and Caicos International, Billy Forbes. Found it there, but that cross easily into the hands of Abe Rodriguez, and the Switchbacks will build again from the back.
Dizpay gives it off to Burt.
First substitution upcoming for the Austin Bold. We'll get a confirmation of that in just a minute.
Now this one taken away by Austin. Backheel finds its man. Now out. And Dizpay able to get it over. You have Forbes streaking down the near side of the field, waiting to get a pass his way. Good defending by Dizpay. Now Kurimoto has it.
Lewis now popping up on the right wing. He'll get the ball. The latest goal scorer in this wild match.
Yeah, this second half, this whole match has been something. Dizpay over to Rubio, back to Dizpay. About half an hour left for Switchbacks FC. Now George Labisi has it. Labisi plays it into the box, looking for Valesky. Tapped away. Now Jones takes control for Austin.
Jermaine Taylor tracking that run from Christian Valesky. Good idea from George Labisi to play that ball early, but now Billy Forbes, and he's got some space to run. Watch out here.
Yeah, Dizpay trying to close in defending, muscles his way in to take the ball away. Good defending. What a addition Dizpay has been to this lineup for Alan Koch. He has made his presence felt, and so is this man, Christian Valesky with the shot. Restrepo with the save. Valesky on the second opportunity, and it is into the back of the net. And all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is a one-goal game.
And Diego Restrepo, very lucky there. He touched that ball with his hand when he was well outside of the box, but in the end, it doesn't matter. Christian Valesky with the goal, but you see here, Restrepo, he comes out. He's well out of the box when he makes that block, but Valesky doesn't care. 4-3 now, Austin Bold, they lead. Switchbacks, last 3 goals here at Widener Field. Game on.
And still plenty of time. Christian Valesky, 2 goals tonight, both in this second half. He now has 3 on the season. Our Oakwood Homes Switchbacks goal, Christian Valesky.
And whomever says tale of 2 halves first loses. Wait.
Yeah, Charles Dickens said that. And now a foul called. As Switchbacks FC will restart here in a moment.
Here will be that substitution from the Austin Bold.
And we talked about him in the pregame. Atis Diouf into the contest, fresh off of a brace against
Sion McFarland as well.
Yep, RGVFC was who Diouf scored the brace against, and then another former member of the Switchbacks, as Roland pointed out. McFarland making his way in as well.
Yeah, Diouf, so much quality, so much pace. And Billy Forbes coming off. Surprising to see that one with his quality, but Diouf on, Forbes off. And then we'll just wait for the introduction of the former Switchbacks, Jan McFarland, young man out of Kingston. He had 29 appearances for the Switchbacks in 2017, scored a couple goals, then went down to Miami. Now he's been with the Austin Bold ever since.
And Kurimoto pressuring. Lewis has it. Lewis to Jordan Burt. Burt to Lewis again. To Kurimoto. Tapped out off of Austin Bold, so Lewis will throw this one in.
And here will be that substitution for the Austin Bold, I believe.
And now Austin going to make it.
Yeah, they're just going to make it a double substitution because they don't want to burn up those substitution windows. So Austin Bold going to welcome in the young Russian as well. Valerie Saramutin, born in Camden, New Jersey, been representing Russia at the under 16, 17, 18, and 19 national teams. Spent a couple of years with Dynamo Moscow, which I think is in Moscow.
We'll get research on that. So Sion McFarland coming in as we promised, and Saramutin about to make his way in as well.
Number 17, Sean McFarlane, replaces number 2, Jorge Troncoso.
So Troncoso is going to be the player that comes out for McFarland. And it will be Valeris Saramutin in for Omar Sis.
Yeah, Saramutin will just try to add a little bit of creative play to that forward line for Austin Bold on those UCCS substitutions. Valery Saramutin and Sion McFarland.
This one pushed up forward, taken away by Switchbacks FC. And this one played up. Now Valesky taps this one out to Ronnie Argueta. Things settle down just a bit, but what a wild match this has been. 4 goals in the first half for Austin, 3 here in the second half for Switchbacks FC. Hiroki Kurimoto plays it up to Jordan Burt. And now take it away. Dizpay back in control, over to Argueta.
You
and
mentioned
the
it, what a difference.
substitutions being made by Austin Rowland, as much about changing personnel as is to just let the team take a breath here, because Switchbacks have been on him, almost like one of those rage timeouts you see a basketball coach take, where he just wants to stop the momentum.
Yeah, just trying to take a little wind out of the Switchback sails with these 3 goals in the second half. That ball will go out. That'll be Switchback's ball in the corner.
Take a look there. The wind still blowing here at Widener Field.
Be another Phil Long corner kick for the Switchbacks. Aiden Daniels, he'll whip it in with his right foot. Once again, center backs forward for the home side.
Colorado drives Phil Long, and Aiden Daniels drives this ball into the box. Ping pongs off of a couple of Austin players, and Bold take over possession. Nothing doing there. They'll play it further downfield. Switchbacks run it down. Andre Lewis has one of the 3 Switchbacks goals. Christian Valesky with the other 2. Jordan Burt to Ronnie Argueta. Now Dizpay over the top, looking on the far side, finds his man, but the ball ends up careening out of play, and it will be a goal kick for Austin.
Good look at Ish Jome, former Switchback.
Now Austin with it on the far side of the field. 20 minutes left in this one. Switchbacks FC, do they have at least one more goal in them? You had on Saturday, Roland, a 0-0 draw, which, depending on who you talk to, felt like a loss for some people. If the Switchbacks come back and salvage a point from this one, it's going to feel like a win.
Yeah, I mean, what a start to the game it was for Austin Bold. Switchbacks look well off the pace in that first 45. Great step forward there by Ronnie Argueta. The Rockets onto it.
And Argueta with some reinforcements, try to play up to Lewis. Jome able to step in front. Now Lewis helping out, taking it away to Jordan Burt. Burt to Aiden Daniels. Now to Kurimoto. Far side Servos. Johan Servos dribbles out of a double team. And now this one played back to midfield. Switchbacks will reset. Aiden Daniels tries to play this ball through, has George Labisi. Labisi low, crosses, that one deflected out, but it will result in a Phil Long corner kick.
Yeah, not much that George Labisi could do with that one. He was stretching just to try to keep it in here. You see this ball splitting the defense. That's a lovely pass. George Labisi onto it, but he's just in the end trying to keep that ball in as he crosses it. And it goes out for the Phil Long corner kick, missed by Austin at the near post, but they clear on the second opportunity. Kurimoto's going to win that header.
And the corner kick brought to you by the Phil Long family of dealerships. Colorado drives Phil Long.
To be a fly on the wall in that halftime locker tent for the Switchbacks with Alan Koch. What must have been said in there? Obviously, those two substitutions to begin the 45. What a performance from the home side in this second half, and we still got 20 minutes to go.
There'll be a joint chiropractic free kick coming up here for Baez. Joint chiropractic, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. And now Ismir Pekmic coming in. And now not everyone on the same page about what is going on the field.
Yeah, Austin just in no rush to take that free kick. Taylor will just tap it off. Now out to Ishjome.
And now Andre Lewis takes it away. Lewis pressing forward, has Jome behind him. Tried to spin it around a defender to Aiden Daniels.
And look at the high press from the Switchbacks in numbers. Sarah Moon gets taken down.
Ishjome with it on the near side. Plays it over the top. Good defending once again by Dizpay. Dizpay trying to keep it in play. Plays it up to Burt. And now both teams saying it's out on the other one. It will be off of, I believe, Ronnie Argueta. Throw in here coming for Austin.
And once again, in no rush to take this one, will the visitors.
Jome throwing this one in to Kleebert. Taken away by Ronnie Argueta. Argueta back with it. On his feet. Plays it over. Was looking for Christian Valesky. Valesky wanted to get a foul call there. He's not going to get that as he ran in to Sion McFarland there. Austin sending this one downfield, played off a wicked hop by Abe Rodriguez.
And we will see a yellow card here. First Hanson Hot Springs yellow card. Just off the ball. Turning was Dizpay. Tuamasi just lowering himself into the Switchbacks defender. Referee right on top of it, giving the young man from Ghana the first Hanson Hot Springs yellow card of the evening. It's on loan from FC Dallas. Spent last year, a couple of years ago now, on loan with the Energy of OKC.
Now Hiroki Kurimoto after the Hanson Hot Springs yellow card. Dizpay over to the far side, kept in by Switchbacks FC, but only for a moment. Throw in here coming from Austin. And Austin playing like they want to put the finishing touches on this one. They don't want to sit back and just hope for a 4-3 win. They want to press, and they want to try and get a 5th goal.
And there will be our second half hydration break.
And we all need a break of some sort. Fast and furious this action has been. Austin's lead has been cut down to just 1 goal, and Alan Koch over on the far side will try to draw something up while these two teams get hydrated to try and find a way to get that 4th goal. As we take a look at our Golden Boot chase, Junior Flemings, like, you don't even have to put a player there. Just put the logo. We assume that's a Phoenix player because Phoenix Rising seems to have the top goal scorers each and every year. But Junior Flemings with 10 goals. He scored in 6 consecutive matches, Roland. He's been something fantastic.
Yeah, Junior Flemings is absolutely tremendous, and Tyler Pasher as well with Indy 11, 8 goals. And there's a couple players tied on 6 that are making a quick run. Solomon Asante, we saw him on the USL Championship Team of the Week 2021. There'll be a new MLS club coming into the city of Austin. We'll see just exactly what happens to the Austin Bold, Charlotte as well. And then Sacramento Republic, they'll be making the jump to MLS. St. Louis FC, they've already confirmed they will be going under with St. Louis City SC coming in to the MLS in just a couple of years' time.
And certainly you feel for the folks at St. Louis FC. Of course, we know the boss over there pretty well, but soccer's still very healthy in the St. Louis area.
And what a huge move that'll be from Sacramento Republic, moving up from the USL Championship into MLS. And we'll see what happens with Charlotte FC coming in, just how the Independents are able to weather that storm.
Fans since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. And here we go. Last 13 minutes or so for Switchbacks FC to try and get one more. Get a point, get to the 4th goal, and then we'll worry about the 5th.
It's unlucky for Andre Lewis to give away that free kick. Looked like a good challenge. Just Jome will just clip this one over the top.
Dispay with the header. Tumasi has it. He'll play it out wide to the far side. This one chipped over the top and kept in play. It went across the face of goal. Nearly disastrous for Switchbacks FC. Ends up going out. It will be a throw-in for Austin Bold as we take a look at this sequence again.
Yes, Jan McFarland, all that ball needed was a touch goalwards. Abe Rodriguez might have gotten a hand to that one just to push it away. But in the end, no Austin Bold players on the doorstep to turn that one home. But good step forward from the Jamaican, Sion McFarland, on the far side of the field.
Tumasi will throw this one in. Switchbacks immediately swarm, trying to force the ball away. Austin still with control. Kleber gets taken down by Kurimoto. That's captain on captain crime there. And it will be a free kick coming up for Austin Bold FC. And both Kleber and Isjome, and now a 3rd player, all vying for the rights to take this joint chiropractic free kick.
Using all of the experience, Kleber. He'll leave this one to some of the younger guns. Xavi Baez looking like he wants a piece of this one. 3-man wall for the Switchbacks.
This joint chiropractic free kick brought to you, of course, by the Joint Chiropractic, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. So Baez and Jome, it will be Baez to take it. Header poked away by Abe Rodriguez.
Well, there's your save of the week right there. Abraham Rodriguez clawing that one out from under his crossbar. What a save that is by the young man.
It will result in our first McDivitt Law Firm corner kick as we take a look at this again. That was a terrific header right in on goal there from Fabian Garcia, but quick hands by the young goalkeeper.
Yeah, just a tremendous save. Palming that one up and over the bar. Our first McDivitt corner kick of the second half, and there's another save from Abe Rodriguez. What about this show from the goalkeeper?
And Abe Rodriguez feeling it right now. It's like, yeah, Andre Lewis, give me a 5. I like that. Feeling himself right now as we take a look at this again.
Yeah, that's just too good from Abe Rodriguez, pushing that one two-handed up and over. Another McDivitt corner kick for the Austin Bold.
McDivitt Law Firm, we are in your corner. So here we go again. That one headed away by Switchbacks FC. I mean, I would love to see Abe Rodriguez make another fantastic save, but Switchbacks can certainly head that one out. And they will send it over the far side. Takes a hop. Out of play, Austin will throw it in. All of a sudden, what seemed like there was an eternity left in this second half is now dwindled down to less than 10 minutes, and a substitution is going to be made. And a welcome back to Evaldo Luna.
Yeah, been dealing with an injury, a bit of an ankle injury for the last couple weeks. Great to see Evaldo Luna back, but what about this from Abe Rodriguez? That first one might be the pick of the bunch, but then as soon as I say that, look at this for a second save from Abe Rodriguez, back-to-back from the young Switchbacks goalkeeper, and he'll just drop this one off to Arturo Dispay, the Cuban international. He'll go long for the Switchbacks, looking for Andre Lewis.
That one out of play. So again, our UCCS substitution. Evaldo Luna making his way in. He hadn't been even on the team sheet the last couple of matches, but is back out there and back on the field. Umasi to the middle.
He got those 2 late goals in El Paso, and just dealing with an injury. That ball taking a little bit of a deflection. That'll go out for a corner kick for the Austin Bold. Another McDivitt corner kick for the visitors.
And this will result in a McDivitt Law Firm corner kick. McDivitt Law Firm, we are in your corner. Tobias will take this one.
We need a frog graphic.
I think so. We'll work on it. Baez sends this one in, headed away by Dispay, and now cleared out by Switchbacks FC. Valesky running after it. And this one out off of Austin, just playing it out because Valesky was running 100 miles an hour trying to take that ball away. Throws it into Argueta. Argueta to Valesky, working on Jome. Second defender comes to help. Valesky dribbles out of him. Unfortunately, though, no one on the other end to receive his pass. Kurimoto takes it back. Here's Lewis. Has one of the Switchbacks goals this evening. Gives it up to Labisi. Now out wide to Kurimoto. Back to Labisi. Labisi turns, sees nothing in front of him. Takes a shot and he scores! George Labisi, are you kidding me? Ties it up!
Fantastic from the young South African.
Second goal of the year!
Let that ball drift in on his left foot, took a touch, found his spot, picked it out perfectly. We're all tied up at 4, and there's still time to win this one here at Widener Field. But what about this from George Labisi?
Yeah, shows what I know. When Labisi turned, there was nothing between him and Diego Restrepo, and I thought he was going to shoot. He was just getting a better spot. My apologies to George Labisi.
Yeah, just letting that ball run. Always wanted it on his left foot. Nothing that Diego Restrepo could do with the shot of that quality from the young South African George Labisi. Another inspired second half substitution for the Switchbacks.
Our Oakwood Homes Switchbacks goal. George Labisi, his second of the season, second as a member of Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. And like you said, Roland, all of a sudden, who wants 1 point when you can get 3? Andre Lewis gives it off to Labisi again. Plays this one over to Lewis, and from behind, Had a mouse in the house, gets the ball taken away, and now a foul is going to be called against Hiroki Kurimoto, and it will be a yellow card.
Yeah, just a professional foul there from the Switchbacks captain, Hiroki Kurimoto, slowing up that attack for the Austin Bold. Switchbacks needed to get that ball wide a little bit quicker, and we'll see a yellow card for something set off the ball here, going to Austin Bold as well. That'll be Amobi Okugo, young man out of Hayward, California. He was a 6th pick in the 2010 MLS Super Draft, and he picks himself up a Hanson Hot Springs yellow card.
So a yellow card to Kurimoto, and then a yellow card to Amobi Okugo. Both are Hanson Hot Springs yellow cards.
Substitution being made for the Austin Bold on the far side of the field. We'll get a confirmation of it in just a second. That'll be Christian Ortiz checking in, young man out of Tijuana. Another Chivas youth product for the Austin Bold.
Here's this Jome on the near side, guarded by Lewis. Jome crosses it in, played out by Jordan Burt, and it will result in a Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick. Jordan Burt not happy with himself, as you see the UC Colorado Springs substitution there with Ortiz coming into the contest. Jordan Burt not pleased with himself. He wanted to deflect that, but keep it in play because he knows what is coming, and that is a bleeding of the clock here before the Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick. Bank well, be well with PPNB.
Yeah, if anything, Austin Bold now, as you said, just trying to wind down this clock. They've been holding on a little bit with this second half blitz from the Switchbacks, but they've got height for it in the box. This is a good chance for the Bold.
This one sent in, played away by Switchbacks FC, and a whistle going against Austin. So
Ronnie Argueta just getting taken down. Abe Rodriguez in a rush to restart for the Switchbacks.
Rodriguez looking downfield. We know we'll get at least a couple of minutes added on here. Luna to Labisi, back to Luna. Valesky can't quite handle it. And now Argueta to Kurimoto. Now to Jordan Burt. Burt out wide to Andre Lewis. Lewis chips this one in, headed away by Austin. Not completely clear, but now they'll carry it away. Good defending there by Hiroki Kurimoto. Foul going to go against Tumasi there.
Yeah, Switchbacks just wanting that advantage to be played, but as you said, great tracking back from Hiroki Kurimoto. Austin Bold looked like they had some numbers going forward on that break, but Kurimoto was having none of it. And Sion McFarland will take that one short. And Kleber will pick up the yellow card. Add some sarcastic applause to it. And we're just about to be ready back underway. Yellow card for that man right there. Austin Bold, Captain Kleber.
And Kleber wouldn't get out George Labisi's way. So Kleber picks up the Hanson Hot Springs yellow card.
Austin Bold here holding a very high line outside their 18.
Labisi sends it in, headed out strong by Austin. And now Servos plays it right back in. I think he thought that he had more guys up there near Restrepo than he did. And the Austin goalkeeper out to play it.
Watch out here.
Yeah, chance for Austin to potentially silence the fans here at Widener Field. They bring it into the box, and that one tapped away. This will result in a McDivitt Law Firm corner kick. McDivitt Law Firm, we are in your corner. Still have yet to see how much time is going to be added on here. But you better believe that Austin's going to be trying to waste as much time as possible. Here's Ortiz. Sends it into the box, headed away by Switchbacks FC. Nobody's out there, though. It's a foot race. Valesky going after it for Switchbacks FC. Can't quite get it there, but he forces the ball out. The pass out gives us a chance to take a breath because there's a substitution coming on, and it will be young Austin Dewing. Homegrown product. Went to Air Academy High School here in Colorado Springs. Played his college ball at the U.S. Air Force Academy. He'll come in, providing a lot of pace, replacing Andre Lewis on the UC Colorado Springs substitution.
Yeah, and straight into the right side of the attack for the Switchbacks. They'll look to find him here with this long ball.
And we are into TikTok shop stoppage time.
Ishjome and Austin Doing just resuming pleasantries off the ball there.
And it will be 5 additional minutes. For Austin, that is an eternity. For Switchbacks FC, they'll take it. 5 additional minutes. Trying to rally from 4 goals down to beat Austin Bold FC. Hard foul here, clear foul going against Austin.
Yeah, Baez just in low on Uvaldo Luna. Luna rode the challenge well. Ronnie Arquetta's going to look over the top for Austin Doing, and he's found him.
And Doing with a head of steam has Valesky crashing in again. Doing thought about the cross, still waiting. Has a defender on him trying to get away from him, and it's tapped out. It'll be a throw-in for Switchbacks FC. Uvaldo Luna will take this one quickly into Ronnie Arquetta. Now to Luna. Luna to Doing, has a man on him, plays it back to Jordan Burt. Burt has a knack for these passes there, who was headed away. Now Austin trying to track it down on the far side.
Good pressure from Joan Servos, winning that ball back for the Switchbacks.
And he'll try to send in the cross. That one deflected away. Still in play for the moment, and Austin trying to keep it in play. They cannot. This will be a throw-in on the far side. Switchbacks trying to rip the ball away. George Labisi is like, that's my ball. And now head referee Ismir Pekmic over to talk to Tumasi, telling him there's no reason for him to grab that ball. It was clearly out on Austin. Switchback should have a throw-in, and they do. George Labisi looking for the return pass. Cross goes in, easily cleared out by Austin. Sent right back through by Switchbacks FC. Battle for in the middle of the field. Austin pushing it forward. Here's Jordan Burt. Still time for Switchbacks FC to complete the comeback. Austin Doing, heads it. Valdo Luna under it. Has his arm grabbed by Ishjome, no whistle. Here's Jordan Burt, sending it far side, headed away by Austin.
Yeah, Christian Valesky right on the doorstep. He's going to get whistled for that foul. Ball just didn't have enough height on it to reach Christian Valesky. How dangerous has he been in this second 45 for the Switchbacks? And Diego Restrepo will take his time for just putting this one long.
And that header won by Joan Servos, but unfortunately ends up going out. Austin will have a throw-in. Sion McFarland on the far side. Couple of minutes here left for Switchbacks FC. Try and get that 5th goal. Austin kind of with the same thinking. And now the Switchbacks will just turn and fire. Restrepo knocks it down. Not a bad idea. Restrepo had some fumbleitis in the first half. Just put pressure on him.
I can't tell if that was a shot or if they were just trying to, Switchbacks just trying to switch the play over to the other side. A good step forward there from Ever Rubio. And see if Jordan Burt can track this one down for the Switchbacks. He can.
About a minute remaining in TikTok shop stoppage time. Austin Doing, trying to get it to Kurimoto, taken away by Austin. Here's Baez. To Ishjome. Jome plays this one through and then sent way downfield by Switchbacks FC. Restrepo was up, had to hustle back to get that ball off of a couple of hops.
Yeah, less than confident there with that first move back, Diego Restrepo.
As we take a look real quick at our critical moment of the match from Ortho Centura. This one is a George Labisi goal, or Centura Sports Medicine, excuse me, moment of the match. George Labisi bringing us level at 4-4. Still time left for that scoreline to change. Ishjome has it. He'll curl it. Far post. Rodriguez able to grab it.
Yeah,
He's got to hurry.
Just not enough purchase on that shot with the unfavored right foot of Ishjom. Easy save for Abe Rodriguez, and that will be that here at Widener Field. 4-4. What an effort from the Switchbacks to get back into this one in the second half.
Yeah, it's a 4-4 draw that feels like a win for a team that's rebuilding, and George Labisi able to cap off the scoring with that fourth goal. Don't go anywhere. We have much more to discuss at Widener Field. 4-4, this one ends, but the Switchbacks, you can see, feel like it's a victory. We'll talk about it coming up next.
Tattoo you have.
Wow, is that the wish?
No one was supposed to die.
Once upon a time, there were three little pigs. Little pigs, little pigs, little pigs, little pigs.
The future of soccer in Colorado Springs is happening now. Join the Colorado Switchbacks FC, Fox 21, and SoCo CW as the move to a beautiful new downtown stadium begins. For the ultimate 2021 Switchbacks experience, go to switchbacksfc.com to purchase your $25 membership deposit now. Plus, a portion of the proceeds for downtown deposits will be donated to Care and Share Food Bank for Southern Colorado and the Senior Resource Council.
Fox 21's Loving Living Local is exploring outdoor Colorado in this awesome Jeep Wrangler, sponsored by Perkins Motors. And now is your chance to win big. Snap a pic of you enjoying the Colorado outdoors and upload it to fox21news.com. Plus, tune in to Loving Living Local for special stories highlighting our beautiful state. Then, at the end of the year, one lucky winner will receive a gift certificate for a 2-year prepaid lease on a brand new Jeep Wrangler from Perkins Motors. Show us how you outdoor Colorado.
We welcome you back to Widener Field. Switchbacks FC rallying from 4 goals down, led by that man, Christian Valesky. He is our Better Business Bureau man of the match, Roland. Couple of goals here really sparked the Switchbacks, and they come away with the 4-4 draw. They wanted to win the game coming in, but given the way that this game unfolded, they got to be just thrilled, Roland, as we take a look at the match stats to earn a point here tonight.
Yeah, they sure do, and very well deserved for Christian Valesky. That move to move him to the center forward position was inspired at halftime. He really led the line well for the Switchbacks, put Austin Bold under all kinds of pressure. They scored the first 4 goals in this game. Switchbacks got the last 4. Honors even here at Widener Field. What a game.
Yeah, this feels like a big moment for this Switchbacks team. They ended their 3-match losing streak on Saturday with the draw. They rally like this to get a 4-4 draw midweek, and now they turn their attention to New Mexico United. That's the next time we'll talk to you. Hope you enjoyed it. I know we did. 4-4 Switchbacks rally from 4 goals down to earn the point. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you soon.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.